This is our London meeting. I think we've got one or two new people here this morning, have we? Can you put your hand up if you haven't been to a meeting before? Right, so those of you who are old hands, make sure you get to know the newcomers. And I think some of us have been coming to these meetings for 10 years or more. Hands up again. Right. We've got representatives from Pfizer here this morning, but sadly the people from Novartis and Bayer weren't able to come. I'm not going to say a great deal because our first speaker has just arrived. I think we'll just give him a minute or two to grab a cup of coffee. There are three things I'd like to get you to think about doing during the course of today. The first one you've probably seen out there. There's a map of the UK and some little coloured stickers, and it's quite fun to see where you've all come from. So if you can all grab a sticker and put it on the map in the appropriate place, and we shall see how big an area we're actually covering. Of course, our last meeting up in Newcastle brought quite a different geographical spread. But today, it'll be very interesting to see, as I say, where you've all come from. We were on holiday in Skye in May, and we were having a cup of coffee in a tiny little place, miles from anywhere, and it was a very nice cup of coffee and a piece of homemade cake, and we got talking to the man who made the coffee, and he was raising money for Macmillan, and we got talking about cancer stuff, you know, and he gave us a book. He said, I want you to auction this for your charity. So it's out there on the table. It's a book of paintings that this man has done of life on Skye. And we're asking for sealed bids, and whoever makes the highest bid gets the book at the end of the day. I'm going to put in a bid myself because I think it's rather nice. So there's a bucket there and some bits of paper. So if you feel you'd like the book and would like to make a donation to the charity, say what you think it's worth or what you'd be prepared to pay for it, and fold the piece of paper over, just put your name on it. Okay? The third thing is, some of you may know Rachel Gilbert. Hands up if you know Rachel or know of her. Oh, not very many. She had surgery at the Marsden a couple of days ago, and I thought we'd send her a card from this meeting. So there's a card on the table out there beside the book. So if you feel like signing it, that would be nice. She's a young lady. She does lovely photography, and she's had an interesting journey, shall I say.